And we will be hosting big Super Bowl game February 12th. Very exciting, isn't it?
That's right. It's 2 weeks away, and there's a lot of fans that are going to find out tonight if their team's coming here.
Right.
You need a place to stay.
Right.
Hotel rooms are likely already booked up by the people that have been planning to come here for a year or two.
Or extremely expensive.
Yeah. So why not rent out your house as an Airbnb?
Absolutely. You can make a little extra money during the game during the week of the big game. Homeowner Scott Kelley joining us live. Scott, so this is something that you're doing. Have you done it before, or is this a first experience? You're saying, I'm going to take advantage of Super Bowl.
Yes, I actually did my first Airbnb 13 years ago in Tahoe with my Tahoe house, and then I did another one about 6 years ago in Maui, a condominium, and it's been great for me. This house that we bought in Phoenix, when I was dating my wife, I just fell in love with the Phoenix area. I've always loved coming here. I'm a golfer, and I just fell in love, and we decided to buy this house, and we thought, hey, we travel a lot. Why not rent it out on Airbnb when we're not here? And so come on in the house. Let me show you around. The house is 3,600 square feet. It's got 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. And 2 master suites, beautiful live edge table, seats 12. It's really important in an Airbnb and VRBO to make sure that you can accommodate large parties, people that like to come here, golf groups, spring training, bring the family here for a family reunion. Nice spacious family room with sectional, spacious kitchen, all new appliances. We've got completely new furnishings in the house. It's important to have lots of areas to sleep, lots of bedding for guests for those large parties. Do things to maximize your space. Like we've got a smaller bedroom and we put a queen bunk on the bottom with a twin on the top. Things like that where people can bring larger groups here. Come on out to the backyard. This is really the pride and joy of the place. And it's nice to have something on an Airbnb that really sets the property apart. Lots of covered area here to protect you from those hot Phoenix summers. There's a batting cage that was in the property when we bought the house, and we thought, hey, this is really unique, and let's also turn it into a golf driving range. So just something that sets the property apart. Beautiful lap style pool. It's got a game room. We've got lots of large screen TVs around. People like to be able to watch TV, watch those sporting events. The Super Bowl is what we're talking about. So just maximizing the space.
As you're showing us around here and all of this, I mean, obviously you're very well prepared, clearly, here for the Airbnb life and having all of these things.
Yes.
Obviously, you talked about more seating. If someone's never done this before and now they're transitioning to, all right, let's give this a shot, you can't just give someone your keys. What are some of the things you've learned along the way through these years where, okay, maybe you should do this or that?
How do you sign up to become part of the Airbnb owner? Is it too late?
Yes. Yeah, great question. So it's not something that you can just throw your house on the market over the weekend and make some extra money for the Super Bowl. I know a lot of people are thinking they can do that, you know, and you see some very high prices out there. But it's important to be in compliance with all the local regulations. With people having more and more kind of bad experiences with short-term rentals, more cities, counties, states are passing regulations. So it's important to make sure you're in compliance with all those regulations. There's a lot of health and safety issues to worry about. The last thing you want is somebody going on that vacation that they've saved all year for and having a bad experience. So you've got to line up those vendors to clean the house, that handyman. You've got to be available 24/7 if there's an issue that arises. So there's a lot more to it than just throwing the house on the weekend and making an extra 10, 20 grand. So there's a lot to think about for those people that are thinking, hey, I'm just going to throw the house on and see what happens.
We were talking a little bit just now over the commercial break. Things can go wrong, even though you might be able to choose who is going to rent your home. You just never know. What is the insurance like? How do you make sure that they are going to leave the home the way they found it?
Yeah, great question. The rental sites, Airbnb and VRBO, they actually offer insurance to landlords and to renters, so that's kind of nice. It's also important to check your own liability insurance and make sure it covers a short-term rental. So that's something to look out for as well. In my 13 years of doing it, mostly it's a broken cabinet here, a doorknob broken, glass, dishes broken, things like that. I did have one renter that had wild parties for 3 weeks and completely trashed my house. So things to look out for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, I really appreciate this. Is all really interesting information, I think, because of course we've got the Super Bowl, so there's renewed interest on the demand here, but we're already such a travel destination with the Phoenix Open and with spring training. So I think there's a lot of people that maybe are thinking about it for the first time right now. Whether they get it done in time for the Super Bowl, they're at least considering it now. So really appreciate the time today, Scott. Thank you so much.
Beautiful home.
Absolutely. Check us out on Airbnb. Paradise in Paradise Valley.
Thank you. We'll be right back, everyone.